Good morning. Welcome into Titan Game Day live here in New Orleans. Lovely to see you guys here on the A to Z Sports live stream network. We're happy to have you in for the first episode of these live stream broadcasts. We'll do it every Sunday morning if you're new to this whole ordeal. Every Sunday morning at 8 a.m., 4 hours before kickoff, or 4 hours before kickoff, depending on when the Titans are playing. We're looking forward to getting into 3 Titans keys for success with you guys today, and always a great pleasure to have your interaction. So we're going to do that throughout the course of this morning. We'll get you in and out and get you ready for a great Titans game against the Saints on the road to start the 2023 season. Happy football season to all of you, each and every one of you who is hanging out with us in the comment section. Wherever you're spending your time with us, we would appreciate you sharing this show. If you're on Twitter, please retweet the show, bottom right-hand corner of your screen. If you are on Facebook Live, you can share now to public. That's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. YouTube and Twitch, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Throw a like on the video. We would be grateful for you that way. And if you're on Twitch, make sure you do the exact same thing. Tell a friend to share the show around, and that we're talking Titans and Saints this morning here on the A to Z Sports live streamed network. Now that more of you guys are here and more of you will continue to show up as we get off and rolling, I'll go ahead and get it started. Welcome into Titan Game Day morning live from New Orleans. I'm your host, Buck Reising, and I'm proud, as always, to be presented to you by the wonderful people at Two Rivers Ford. Go to Two Rivers Ford in Mount Juliet. Quality American-made Ford vehicles, award-winning customer service. Two Rivers Ford in Mount Juliet, or online at tworiversford.com. Of course, you know that the place that you can go for the intel edge you need to succeed is the Ashton Real Estate Group of RE/MAX Advantage. GaryAshton.com is where you go for your dream address without the stress. Get the intel edge you need to succeed at GaryAshton.com. And Zen Sports, who will get you in on all the action using the promo code ATOZTN. Tell you more about their great cash back program a little later on in the broadcast. So download the Zen Sports app today before you start to wager on all your favorite NFL action. It just feels so good to have the NFL back in our lives. And I know that you guys are looking forward to seeing your favorite team or teams, depending on who it is you root for. I assume if you're here this morning, you're a Tennessee Titans fan, but perhaps you're not. Maybe you're a Cowboys fan, maybe you're a Patriots fan, whomever you root for. We're happy to have you and that you're spending a little bit of time with us here this morning. So, of course, if you know how this works, or if you've been here before, we do Titans Keys to Success, and we will do so throughout the course of today. It's a real simple concept. What is the biggest key to success for the Tennessee Titans today? We're going to go through the 3 that I have. I only need one from you. So drop yours in the comment section wherever you're live streaming us today, and we will talk about it together. What is your biggest key for the Tennessee Titans to have success? So I was going through a variety of different things here to decide whether or not basically how I felt. I've been in New Orleans for about a day now. Got here just about a little less than 24 hours ago. And while I was out yesterday having lunch or going out to dinner, went to see some people who I knew in town. And every time I see somebody in Titans gear, right? How do I feel about the game? How do I feel about the game? Crapshoot. Kind of week one, always weird results. No, but none of us would have had, even Jason L., who is a Chiefs fan, it would appear. Even Jason L., I'm sure, didn't expect his favorite team to drop their first game of the season to the Detroit Lions at home. Weird stuff happens in week one of the NFL season all the time. So for the Titans and the Saints, I feel like it is the potential for that, of course, exists, as it does for any NFL game. And I think the fascination in it for a lot of you guys is that you don't necessarily know what your offense is going to look like. So that's where we'll start. Your keys to success, your biggest key to success, in the comment section, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. As I mentioned, while you guys do that, I'll remind you that the Titan Game Day morning show is made possible by Two Rivers Ford. Go to Two Rivers Ford in Mount Juliet. Quality American-made Ford vehicles, award-winning customer service 40 years here in Middle Tennessee making it happen. Well, we're not here in Middle Tennessee today. We're in New Orleans, but back in Middle Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins is a customer of Two Rivers Ford. Coach Dave McGinnis of Titans Radio, who I look forward to seeing later when I'm in the booth. Ramon Foster and Dawn Davenport, my colleagues at 104.5 The Zone. Of course, me. I'm a Two Rivers Ford customer. You will love the Two Rivers Ford car buying experience. Two Rivers Ford in Mount Juliet or online at tworiversford.com. So what's your biggest key to success this morning? We're going to talk about these things together. For Brian Davis, he says maintaining a healthy pocket. So I assume, Brian, you're just referencing the protection as opposed to the health. Now, obviously, health is something that you want to happen, but health is the most unpredictable thing here. Health is the thing that we can rely upon the least when it comes to the NFL and with these games in particular. But I think that if you're trying to get across a protection, basically, is what you're saying for Ryan Tannehill. Jason Eskridge on Facebook Live says, right tackle position has to come to play. Been worrying me all preseason. I don't really have any great concerns with Chris Hubbard. Now, maybe that changes today. Maybe they'll try and take advantage of matchups. The Saints are going to understand that the Titans have not the best offensive line group. In fact, probably in the bottom half of the league offensive line group until, we'll see how things go today and throughout the course of the season. But heading into this thing, we understand that they have a bottom half of the league offensive line group. So, right tackle is less of a concern to me than right guard. I think Daniel Brunskill is the biggest liability on the offensive line right now. For me, the biggest key to success to start this morning is don't chase ghosts, okay? What does that mean? Mike Vrabel, I asked Mike Vrabel this week about the week of practice. It was a longer week of practice than they're typically used to. Week one is always like that. And Mike laid out a scenario last year from the Steelers-Bengals opener where the Bengals were able to score as the game, basically the go-ahead touchdown, and a scenario that popped up that he had presented to the team about how the Steelers had kind of allowed for that and how the Bengals have been able to capitalize on it. Situations that can arise, not chasing ghosts, sticking to your keys, sticking to your fundamentals, sticking to your execution. It's week one. Week one can get wonky. The Superdome is going to be rocking. I can't wait to cover a game at the Superdome. I've heard awesome things, and I've never gotten to do one for myself. But at this point, don't chase ghosts. Stick to their keys, stick to their game plan, and do their damnedest to try and execute. It seems simple. It seems kind of umbrella policy, right? Don't chase ghosts. But I do think that is, I know that that's the message that the coaching staff is giving to them. Now, whether or not they can execute it, we'll find out later today. The Titan Game Day Morning Show is made possible. We're doing 3 keys to success. If you're just now jumping in here, we'll read more of your comments here in a moment. And we're talking about the Titans and the Saints this morning, live from New Orleans. I'm getting ready to head over to the Superdome right after we wrap up here in just about 7 or 8 minutes. And then I will be on the air for Titans Radio with Blaine Bishop, Mickey Ryan, and Kayla Anderson for the Lead Company Countdown to Kickoff from 9 to 11. So you guys aren't done with me once we wrap up here. And of course, we'll have prime time live from the Superdome later tonight. Quick reminder, though, that prime time is at 7 p.m. Central Time. I have a flight to catch, so we get to pump prime time up an hour earlier. I figured it's a noon kick, so that's okay. But 7 p.m. tonight for the prime time show after you hear Austin and I'm not sure if it's Austin and Zach on the post-game show, as a matter of fact. Austin and Sam, or maybe Jack Gentry. Jack Gentry. I think Jack Gentry is there with Austin for pre, halftime, and post-game reaction. So you can hang out with the guys before, during, and after the game. And then a couple hours afterwards, we'll do the primetime show live from the Superdome. Looking forward to that. Kenneth Davidson asks me, where's the tailgate exactly? I have no idea. I don't get the tailgate, so I would be the wrong person to ask. But I did see a ton of Titans fans on my flight. One with a listener to the radio show really kind of gave me a book that he's been reading because he knows I fly a lot and he knows I like to read. He gave me a really neat Ernest Hemingway novel that I'm looking forward to getting into later. So we always love seeing you guys. And there's a ton of y'all down here because it's New Orleans. It's week one. Vibes are high. Everybody but the Chiefs is undefeated. So, why not make the trip and get a little Bourbon Street action? So a lot of y'all on Bourbon Street last night, as a matter of fact. But 3 keys to success. So number 1 for me, don't chase ghosts. I'm going to give you my other 2 here in just a second, right after I remind you that the Primetime Show is made possible by the wonderful people at the Ashton Real Estate Group of RE/MAX Advantage. Go to GaryAshton.com. Get your dream address without the stress. The intel edge you need to succeed can be found at GaryAshton.com. Don't sell without the intel, and the intel that only the Ashton team can provide to you. The official real estate agent of the Nashville Predators is the Ashton Real Estate Group. GaryAshton.com is where you go. James Bond in the YouTube chat says that that Buck is it is Sam and Austin this week. Major Keys is saying that my mic is messed up. Well, I didn't bring my mic. My AirPods, I thought that I had them in my laptop bag. Apparently, they're not in my laptop bag. So we're just doing this in the hotel room, and by the time we do the home opener next week, we will have the audio issues rectified. That's on me. Left my AirPods apparently back out the house. So apologies if the audio isn't quite as crisp as you guys are accustomed to from me. But as we talk about the keys to success, as we talk about the things that the Titans are going to need to do to win this game. So don't chase ghosts. Secondarily, start fast. They have to find ways to start this game fast. They cannot chase the Saints. We don't know that we do not know that the Titans offense, we don't necessarily know what the Titans offense is going to look like. We have an idea. We've seen a variety of different things at practice, but not anything that they're actually going to show us as far as their game plan, their strategy, and their deployment, right? So today, that's the biggest unknown, but they have to find ways to start fast. Scoring first is critical, whether it's a field goal, whether it's a touchdown, obviously just points on the board before the Saints so that they can put themselves in position to play their style of game, right? To get the defense going, to have Derrick Henry close things out, to control the clock, to control the time of possession, to capitalize on those opportunities in the first half, and to maintain them in the second half, because we know that the Titans did a dreadful job scoring in the second half last year. So looking at the keys to success, don't chase ghosts, start fast, and slow down the New Orleans pass rush. Whether that's adequate protection up front, right? We'll find out a lot about the Titans offensive line today. Whether that is a situation where they're utilizing the quick game, they're utilizing tempo, they're getting the ball out of Tannehill's hands quickly. It's probably going to be NWI as the slot receiver today, or who's going to take the bulk of the slot snaps today. Although that is a question that only Tim Kelly can answer. I think that NWI Hopkins will be a part of that solution without Kyle Phillips available for the first 4 games, remember. But to slow down the New Orleans pass rush, either by adequate protection from the offensive line, help from the tight ends, and the quick game to keep that New Orleans pass rush kind of guessing. Throw them a changeup from time to time. We've All-Star Hoops says that the Titans are probably going to lose to the Colts. Well, that's an irrelevant portion of the discussion because the Titans don't play the Colts today. They play the Saints. Colts play the Jaguars in Indianapolis. So I don't think that is of any relevance today. And we'll find out whether the Titans and what the Titans and the Colts look like by the time that they play each other. I think it's like October the 5th is that game. Jags fans, he says, be smoking, says All-Star Hoops. Yeah, well, listen, Jags won the division. Jags get to field themselves. And like I said, everybody's undefeated in week 1. So I think as you look at the Titans' 3 keys to success, I think that makes the most sense, right? Now, the don't chase ghosts is applicable to everything. It's applicable to special teams, applicable to defense, applicable to offense as well. Start fast, slow down the New Orleans rush. Those are the keys. And now for the best bet presented by Zen Sports. Zen Sports is where you go to get in on all the action this football season. They have an awesome app that you can download today to get yourself ready for the NFL slate. It is an awesome opportunity for you to get involved with their cash back program. And Zen Sports will find awesome ways to get you in on that action when you download their app. Promo code ATOZTN is where you go to make sure that you get that cash back offer, 5% cash back on your initial bets with Zen Sports. They will put you in a position to succeed. Zen Sports is the best in the business. So download the Zen Sports app today. Plug in that promo code ATOZTN. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line 1-800-889-9789. That's Zen Sports in your favorite Android or Apple store. Okay. So looking at the situation for the Titans for the best bets, you see that not necessarily for the Titans. Titans are road underdogs. Obviously, it's a 3-point game right now in favor of New Orleans, and as you look at what the Titans are going to do, it's basically a pick'em. As far as the home team getting 3. That line hasn't moved much, although there have been lines that have moved around a fair amount in the NFL. And in particular, you started to see this as we got into week 1 with more reality, right? I think my best bet for this first week of the NFL is going to be the Patriots plus the 4. I'm not a big fan of the Eagles this year. I am selling my Eagles stock. The Patriots are hosting them. Bill Belichick is going to find ways, even if their offense struggles. I think it's going to be a close game. I like the Pats in that spot. I also would think that Tampa plus the 5.5 is a pretty safe bet as well. So I would take the Pats plus the 4, Tampa plus 5.5 in the Zen Sports app. Those are the best bets. That's the Titan Game Day Morning Show. Have so much fun today watching your football team. If you are in town for the game, enjoy yourselves at the Superdome. I'm heading over there right now to get on the Lead Company Countdown to Kickoff. So if you didn't get enough Titans analysis here, of course, you can listen to Blaine Bishop, Mickey Ryan, Kayla Anderson, and myself from 9 to 11 on 104.5 The Zone. And then I will be in the booth with Jimmy Wyatt at 11:30, 30 minutes before kickoff, to talk with Rhett Bryan on Titans Radio. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Enjoy the football, and I'll talk to you tonight on Prime.